Hi,
Hey friend, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. I'm here. Give the people your name and pronouns, please.
My name is Carlin and my pronouns are they, them.
And what is your age and location?
I just turned 37 and I'm in Montreal, Quebec,
When was your B-day?
October 28th.
Does that make you a Scorpio?
It does. And
So
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Um, so what is your sexual orientation, friend?
I'm an equal opportunist. I'm pansexual, panromantic.
I take it. What do you do for a living?
I'm an artist. It's very
What
broad, but sorry.
what kind of artist? What kind of art do you produce?
Yeah, well, multidisciplinary. So I guess my main craft is songwriting. I'm a vocalist, guitar player. I produce music. I play bass. I also produce events. Like I have a show here in Montreal called Afro Drag because in Canada there's not that many Black folks, and it was necessary. So
You said there's not a lot of black people in Canada,
no, there's not a lot of Black people in Canada.
so it's just an illusion with these Canadian rappers coming out. Hmm. Interesting. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind because Canada is one of the places that I actually want to visit. So, why would you say that you're single?
Why am I single? Uh, gosh, I don't know if this is true, but I sort of was thinking that it might be because I've been trying to date like exclusively other Black trans people, and and like I don't know, like our mental health is not that good, and it's been it's been a roller coaster. I don't know.
Do you think that you're ready for love?
Yeah, I'm ready for love.
How long have you been single?
Oh my God. Really like, oh, okay, so here's the thing. I, so like where I grew up, there's like really not a lot of Black people. And so I dated exclusively white cis men, queer white cis men, but like, like long-term relationship back to back. So I was in relationships for like 10 years. And then the last one ended in 2014. And I've been like dating and had like some short things, but I haven't been in a relationship since then.
So it's been about 8 years.
Only 8 years. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from 2014 to now.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about 8 years. Do you think with that gap in the intimacy of a partnership, do you think that you're ready to be loved?
Yeah.
You answered that with confidence. I appreciate it.
Mm.
What would you consider to be your strengths
As a partner?
in
Or
general?
um I think I'm a good communicator. I'm very direct, and not everybody likes that, but I really like things to be very clear. So in terms of, verbal communication, I like to be clear about things. And I think I'm very compassionate and creative.
What would you consider your weakness?
My weaknesses, probably like self-centered and a little bit controlling.
You consider yourself self-centered?
Like, I think I can be, but I
And,
don't know. Maybe it's not the right term. I'm
and
just used to being like hyper independent and yeah, and I spend a lot of time alone, so yeah.
wanting to spend a lot of time with yourself, but I consider that more introverted.
Yeah, okay.
Would you say that you're a shy, quiet personality type?
It really depends on the context. Like, I'm not great in groups, but one-on-one, I'm not shy. Yeah, I don't think I'm shy. I can be quite like my Scorpio-ness. I can be very guarded. Like, I don't want to give away a lot of information until I trust people. Um, but I wouldn't say I'm shy.
Could you describe your ideal partner for me?
Um, okay, I'm in a situation, you know, and in my mind, it's this person minus the bullshit. Um, yeah, it's a
That
platonic situation, but it's a situation nonetheless, and it's getting on my nerves. Um, uh, yeah, my ideal partner. Well, I am like non-monogamous. I don't really like the term polyamorous for myself. I'm not really wanting to date a lot of people, but I just think that like monogamy is not a recipe for longevity with me. Um, I just like to be able to grow with my partner and as a person, be able to explore other relationships maybe in the future of my life. So my ideal partner is not necessarily just one person, but I I tend to work well with people who are grounded and probably less flashy. Like I'm not flashy, but somebody who's not a performer. You know what I mean? Um, somebody who is a good communicator, very important. Somebody who likes to stay in, somebody who, um, I guess, sees the bigger picture of the world and definitely has an understanding of how white supremacy functions. Because I'm not, you know, if you can't see eye to eye on those things, it's hard to kind of move forward and build a foundation.
what are some deal breakers for you?
Well, okay, hygiene. Hygiene is like that's a big one. Um, I really don't like cigarettes. Like it could maybe be something I could negotiate with somebody, but it's a big turnoff. Um, heterosexuality is kind of a big turnoff for me. I don't really think that could work. I don't know, somebody who hates animals.
I'm not mad about that. Do you have any appearance preferences?
Well, I find that I like people who have a nice balance of masculine and feminine energy. Like, I don't really like hyper masculine energy at all. Um, and I mean, like, hyper feminine can be nice, but I really like to feel a nice mix of energy in a person. I find that very attractive and makes me feel safe.
Do you consider yourself more of a dominant or submissive personality in relationships?
In the relationship, I think I like to get my way. So I am probably somewhat dominant. Um, yeah. just in terms of like, I like to get my way. You know, like I don't adhere to gender roles, and in terms of like in the bedroom, very versatile. I don't like to just do one. I like to do everything together. I like the exchange.
Is physical intimacy important to you? Is sex important?
It's like really important.
If you feel comfortable at answering, when was the last time you were physically intimate with someone?
Uh, I had a hookup in June.
And is this the person that you've been back
No,
to friend?
that is platon. That relationship is platonic.
Oh, and see, when you said platonic, still in my mind, I registered friends with benefits.
It is platonic and romantically ambiguous. That's how I will describe it.
I've been in a situation like that before. I hope that this is a very special person who's
This is
taking
a very
of your emotional field.
this is a very special person, but lately, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth. It's been a little draining, honestly. So I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm. I've noticed that I have a real tendency to go towards people who need fixing, you know, or need saving. Actually, is the
Mm.
thing.
Why not the person you hooked up with over the summer? Why not them?
It was a grinder hookup, so it's not really.
You don't have to explain no further.
Yeah.
What's age for dating?
For dating, I don't really want to date somebody younger than 28. Um, it just feels kind of weird. I'm sure I could connect with people at a younger age, but now that I'm 37, you know, when I think about the inappropriate age differences that I was involved with when I was really young, like I never want to recreate that, and I do not even want to come close to it. So yeah, I think 28 is probably the youngest I would date, although I would ideally like to date somebody closer to my age, like 33 to I would date older, like up to 10 years older, so up to 47 I would, yeah. Or if they're rich, you know, we could even go a little older than that. We're all adults here.
Speaking of rich, how do you feel about marriage?
I'm not interested.
What
Um,
about kids?
I'm open to being a parent. I am not open to being a single parent. I'm not open to being pregnant. And yeah, so I would parent with somebody, but the situation needs to be there. The foundation needs to be there.
Do you have any income requirements for a partner?
Not requirements. You got to be able to take me for dinner sometimes. Like sometimes. If that's not even on the table, then I don't know. Like you need to have some money. But no, I'm an artist, so I don't have a whole lot of money. But you know, I'm doing okay, and I would like I can treat my partner, and I like to be able to do nice things together. But I like some reciprocity.
Fair enough. And you said you prefer nights in, right?
Yeah,
Do you smoke or drink?
no. I stopped drinking. I mean, well, to be honest, I haven't smoked weed in like almost a month, so I don't know. That could come back. It could come back. But I'm on a break right now. I don't cigarettes just I can't do it. It's gross.
Are you willing to relocate for love, or does the person have to be in Canada?
No, I want to get out of here. I don't think I'm gonna meet anybody in Montreal. I'm like, if it has not happened, I'm trying to go to Toronto. I would love to go to the States. I mean, I'm terrified of being in the States because there's guns and there's no health care. But there's a lot of beautiful Black people, and I really would like to be there. I do have family in the States, but I'm not really close with them.
Do you know what part they're in? I'm curious.
Yeah, so the ones that I'm in touch with are in Seattle, Washington area. Got a lot of family over there. And then I have family in the South. I just don't know them.
If they're
I,
South, they're probably better left right where they're at. I'm
yeah.
I'm just we love the South. Final question, friend. What would make you a good partner? No. What would make you a great partner for someone else?
I feel like I already answered this question, but um, well, I think the fact that I'm ready and willing to be in a relationship, um, that I have a lot of love to give. I think I'm a pretty good communicator. I try to be. Um, I have experience in long-term relationships, which I think is beneficial. And I am a passionate lover.
That's what Scorpio is supposed to be famous for.
Mm.
So let all the good people know how they could reach you, friend.
Here on Instagram, _big sissy can slide in my DMs.
Their screen name is on Instagram is DA_BIGSISSY _big sissy.